Everyone, welcome to another Mady Meatless Monday. I apologize in advance because this week we missed my Monday. So to make it up, today we're gonna have two recipes. Both of them are really simple. So I really think that you guys are gonna love it. I've been getting a lot of really good feedback that you guys are really liking when Patrick is showing the ingredients beforehand. So I spend a little bit less time explaining and more time cooking faster for you. So let's get started with the soup. But before we do the soup, we're gonna preheat the oven at 350. Just put it on bake, 350. The second recipe we're gonna do is gonna be a Matza Brittle. So I'm super excited for you guys to try that. It's one of my favorites and it's definitely a crowd pleaser. There's two ways to do it, so we'll get to that when we get to the matza part. But for now, let's just get the soup started. First things first, I have half of a really big red onion, so I'm just gonna cut it and start putting it here in the oven. I'm sorry, don't put it in the oven. Put it in the pan where we're gonna do a soup, okay? Then I'm gonna use a meat substitute. This is optional, like always. I use the chicken strips for Gardein. They're really, really delicious. So if you are trying to stay away from meat substitutes, then don't use it. Cover and let it be, okay? Okay, let's get started with the matza. Let me clean up just a little bit. Okay, so the matza brittle. Don't be scared by the word brittle. It's super simple. Basically, the caramel part is gonna have equal amounts of brown sugar and butter. We're gonna use vegan butter in this case. Okay, so I'm gonna measure my dark brown sugar and put in it about a medium heat with the butter. This is how I measure brown sugar. Okay. So here's the butter. I went a little bit above the 8 ounce for the cup of butter. You can use the Miyoko's butter sticks. If you do, then that's super simple. Just use 2 sticks of butter. If you have to measure it out, go to a little tiny bit higher because there's always some that is left and you really want that caramel type taste. So you want to make sure you do that. So then you are going to add it to the brown sugar and put it over medium heat, and we're going to wait. Okay, keep a candy thermometer handy. This will be the best way. We want to get it about 300 degrees. So what I usually do is around 290, 295. I turn it off and let it be, because if you have ever worked with sugar, it always goes a little bit hotter. And do not walk away from the kitchen. When you're working with sugar, you keep an eye on it because it happens fast, okay? You don't want it to happen too fast, so make sure you moderate the heat. Okay, and we are gonna prepare my pan. So I have a little pan here, like a 8 by 11, and then I'm gonna cover it with foil paper. And what you want to do is that you want to use the dull side. The dull side is the one that is non-stick. So you want to make sure that the pan is completely covered. That's already sounding good. Okay, so the whole thing is completely covered. It's a little bit thick, maybe about a ½ inch. This is plenty big for this stuff. So let's move this here. I am going to line with the matzahs until everything is covered. Now we wait. I'll drink my wine that's already here so my caramel doesn't burn. You're gonna get about 3 ounces of dark chocolate. You want something that's gonna be 85% or darker. Super dark, no. It's as big as a big candy bar. Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, most places has some dark chocolate that's vegan. Again, read the ingredients. Make sure that they don't have any milk on it, okay? That way you don't get sick. Okay, this bubbling. Let's check it out. Once it's bubbling, we're gonna check the temperature, and we're gonna check the temperature right in the center of it, okay? If you go a little bit over the 200-degree mark, what's gonna happen is that it's gonna be very hard, so it may be harder to chew on. But if you get it at about 200, we still have to cook it in the oven for 15-20 minutes, so that's a good gauge. So we are about 200 degrees right now. So that is the perfect temperature. At this point, you do not want to cook it more than like 3 minutes on it, okay? Because it burns fairly quickly. So it gets to be like an amber color. Okay, so as you can see, it will bubble and it has like this foam on it. Just watch it. Okay, we're done. Never, ever, 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 ever touch sugar. So you want to make sure that you're in a place where it's safe, that nothing's going to splatter on you. Do not do this naked. So I am going to serve my fajita soup. Oh, this is... Yum. Plenty for lunch tomorrow. So you have enough for lunch tomorrow. You can top it with some vegan cheese. Remember, you can find that in the veggie aisle. Some of my favorites are the nut cheese, and you can also get follow your heart cheese. They're delicious unless you make your own. Which, by the way, I've been getting some requests that they want me to do some vegan cheese and make a video on it. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and do a cheddar. I already did a ricotta one time, so I'm not gonna do that one again. So I'm gonna do a cheddar and a mozzarella. So stay tuned, working on it. I'm working on a Parmesan cheese wheel. That one requires aging, which will take 4 months for it to be ready. So if you're interested, let me know. Send me a private message how you guys do. Whatever you want, let me know, because I love it. Okay, so our fajita is done. Our brittle is almost done. And the brittle, super easy. Next step, I'm gonna use medley. It has some almonds and blueberries, cashews, sunflowers, and cranberries. You can put some pistachios, and I'm also gonna grate some fresh sea salt over it, sweet and salty type thing. Really, really good. So I'm gonna take it out and show you how I'm gonna do that part in a second. Keep liking my videos, keep loving them, sharing them, keep sending me messages. I really appreciate everything. Getting ready to kind of separate our YouTube page into the cooking videos and our sailing videos, so you guys can enjoy and pick and choose whatever you want. Super excited about that. Let's check on the Matza Brittle. Okay, close them. So what you're looking for is that it's bubbling, and you want it to be amber in color. It's gonna thicken up after you start cooling it. So it's never gonna be it should never be thick or hard when it's in the oven. It's gonna come out, you're gonna let it be 15 to 20 minutes. Let it be as long as it looks dark amber. So I am going to take it out of the oven. It's been about 20 minutes or so. And let's get the second part started with this, okay? Super easy. Okay, so we took it out. Now we're gonna drop the chocolate on top of it. It doesn't matter, no particular matter. You just you want it all over, okay? Now you're really gonna wait maybe a minute. The chocolate will immediately melt and we're gonna level it off, okay? Remember, this is still bubbling, so. Here, Patrick, you can eat that. You're gonna grate some of this salt. And put a handful or two of this nut mix. Here comes the hard part. You have to let it get to room temperature. So you have to let it be at room temperature. I would say 30 minutes to an hour for sure. Then it will be good enough for you to put it in the fridge. When you put it in the fridge, cover it with saran wrap or something, because chocolate will absorb whatever's in your fridge. If you have a different fridge, like maybe a garage fridge or something, you only keep beer and no food, that's a better option. You can also leave it on the counter overnight and then just brittle it in the morning, where you just cut it in. It doesn't even have to be even shaped. So you just break it out, put it in a bowl and eat it. I really hope you enjoyed this week's with 2 recipes. Again, keep coming with all your recommendations, and if you want me to do something for you, I will be happy to do it. Send me a private message if you get stuck at a spot or you want to know how to substitute something. I have been doing that for some of my friends too. So like, subscribe. See ya! Patrick is laughing right now because I said you never want it too hard while it's in the oven.
She loves it when it's thick and hard.
That's my prize. So I don't know what I was talking about. Good job.
You're thinking about thick and hard.
Mm-hmm.